Hello, I'll be demonstrating the ECM and ServiceNow connector for customer case management. We're logged in as a CSM user inside the customer service portal. He'll be reporting an issue he is having with a specific piece of hardware. So you can create a customer service case by clicking on case at the top and clicking on create product case. So for a product case, he'll first need to specify an asset that he is having issues with. So the KNS Ultra 2200, which is a server, and he'll need to set the priority to high. And after that, he'll fill out the subject, which will give a quick summary of the issue. And after filling out those fields, he can add attachments by clicking on the Add Attachments button on the bottom, where he'll drop an initial report and an image of the server. And he can go ahead and submit. So once submitted, he'll be taken to an overview page of this newly created case, and it's been assigned a case number and also assigned to the CSM admin. You might notice at the bottom that new activity notes were created, and these state that the previously attached files by the user have already been moved to Content Server. And clicking on any of those links will redirect the user directly to the document in Content Server. So let's go ahead and try that. And just waiting for it to load. It should redirect the user to Content Server to allow him to directly preview the document, which was a picture of that server that he just uploaded. So immediately after the customer service case was created in ServiceNow, a business workspace for the case was automatically created in ECM as well, and also linked to the ServiceNow record. And this new workspace can be accessed from the ECM workspace tab, which will open up a view to the workspace as it appears in ECM. And this workspace was built off a template specifically for ServiceNow cases, allowing it to have its own predefined folder structure and metadata, which will be shown later. Those initial attachments were also automatically copied over to the problem description folder, as stated in those activity notes, so the user can enter it and see those exact documents, such as that picture of that server. Like so. And those original ServiceNow attachments were deleted afterwards, just to ensure that content stays in one place. So now let's move on over to the agent side for the next stage. Switching over to the agent's perspective, we're now logged in as CSM admin in the CSM FSM workspace. He's already on a list of open cases assigned to him. I'm just going to give a quick refresh and access the newly created one. He'll be presented with a more detailed overview of the case, along with the same preview of the business workspace as it appears in ECM, which was automatically opened. He can first check out the overview to see the people involved in the case, such as him and the CSM user. Along with that, he can also see the metadata of the business workspace as well. As mentioned before, business workspaces for cases were built off a template, which also specified the metadata that will be applied to it. In this example, field values from the ServiceNow record were automatically copied over to the business workspace. And this could be seen from fields such as the case number, the description, the priority, things like that. And even who it was assigned to, which was the CSM admin. And this bottom section shows the related workspaces for this particular workspace. As it turns out, different business workspaces can be linked with one another. This allows the agent easy access to relevant workspaces within a single view, which eliminates the need to go to a different page. As will be shown later, business workspaces for accounts and assets also exist in ECM. When the case workspace was created, the correct account and asset workspace were linked to it based on what was assigned in ServiceNow, which are these ones. So going back to the documents, you can view the same documents that were visible to the user. But instead of previewing, you'll notice that those documents also inherited the same metadata from the business workspace, as can be seen in this customer service case category, containing the same values as before. And by the way, if the admin finds the area too cramped, he can click on the maximize button on the top right here, which will take him directly to the workspace in ECM. And note that this offers the same functionalities as the external view in ServiceNow, but with a larger screen real estate if that's required. And as an aside, since the agent is already in ECM, you can also see that all case workspaces are organized into a single folder, which he'll switch browser tabs to. So this is the folder, and if he refreshes the folder, he'll be able to see the case that was just created, and even see previous ones that were assigned to different people. Yeah, and you can also can also access them if that's required, like so. But let's just go back to here and go back to ServiceNow. So going back to ServiceNow, the agent, so previously the agent has done an analysis report that will be shown to the user. So the agent has the ability to drag and drop documents directly into the workspace. So to upload that analysis report, he's going to go to the analysis documents folder and just do a simple drag and drop. And in the activities section, he can then notify the user that he's just uploaded a document for him to review. So now let's switch back to the user side to see what that would look like. So going back to the activity tab, you'll notice a new comment from the CSM admin telling him to review that uploaded analysis report. So he'll open up ECM workspace again and check it out. And then once he's done reviewing it, he can comment back to the agent that's in the same activity tab. And with this, collaboration between the user and the agent can easily be achieved. So going back to the agent's perspective once again, he realizes that some amendments need to be made to that analysis report, so he has prepared a new one. He can just simply add a new version of that document by doing another drag and drop. And this will open up a prompt saying that there's a file name conflict. So he either has the option to rename it or just add a new version and subsequently upload that new document. There we go. And in the event that he needs to refer to more documents related to the asset or account specifically, you can take advantage of the previously mentioned related workspaces feature. As mentioned earlier, the case workspace has an account and asset workspace related to it, and these can easily be accessed through the related workspaces folders found in the bottom here. For example, the agent might need to refer to a manual for the asset, or defective server to be more specific. So he can just go to the assets related workspaces folder and find that related asset workspace. So asset workspaces are also built from a different template compared to case workspaces. So it will come with its own predefined folder structure and what specific metadata that'll be applied to it, as seen here. So if we go to the documents, you can find that manual by going to the manuals folder and going ahead and just preview it. And as an aside, asset workspaces can also be related to many case workspaces. You can check that out by going to the support cases related folder. And there's a bunch of them here, all related to the same asset. So this could be useful to refer to a previously completed case that had a similar problem to the current one. That's one use. So let's go back to the original case workspace. So with more documents coming into their workspace, the agent might have a hard time finding them. So you can either use filters or use the built-in search function. Filtering will allow the agent to filter based on a variety of fields, such as the content type, doc type, or owner. Say he wants to find the picture of that server again. You can go ahead and filter by document type, images, and he can refine it further by getting photos specifically. And there's that server.jpg file. So let's clear out that filter. And along with that, he also has the usual search function, but it can also search for keywords and documents. So another document that he was looking for mentioned diagnostic tests, so we can just look that up. And there's a result there. If we previews it, you'll see that it does contain the exact keyword that he was looking for. Right here, under the summary. And another option is to use the Advanced Agent Assist widget, which allows for searching within the ServiceNow knowledge base and any configured repositories in ECM, all within a single page. I'll go ahead and open that. and it'll automatically do a search based on an initial description to potentially save some time. But in the case it doesn't, the agent can just simply remove that and do it their own query. So let's say the agent needs to find a template to write another report with. You can type down that query and see the results within ServiceNow. And clicking on that result will take them directly to XECM, just like in those activity notes with the hyperlink, and it'll take them to where that resulting document was stored in XECM. So there's that report template. And the customer service portal itself also functions the same way as the agent assist would through its own search function. So let's just quickly go there and do the same search. So if you can find that same report template in XECM by doing that same query again. And as can be seen from the side, it can be configured to search from a variety of sources. In this instance, it's searching through all of them, including XECM. And clicking on that same result will also take the agent to the same document. So now going back to the case in ServiceNow, the work on the case has been done, so now the agent can go ahead and close the case. But before he can do that, we'll first need to select a resolution code and note down what occurred. It was found that a replacement needs to be made for the faulty server, so one will be provisioned. And I'll also add a resolution note to the comment. When it gets closed, so now it's closed. On the user side, he'll also see that it's also closed. And he also finds that same comment. So if he has any other inquiries in the future, he can just open up another case in the future. So this concludes the XCCM and ServiceNow connector demo for customer case management.